gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The toss right to Geis. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
34-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Joe Schobert.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Mix the score. Packers 7. Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 21-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 21-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun is Minshew. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Minshew. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Yard gain.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? 10-2 stop. I'm here all day. My son.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Come on, QB, come on. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. You don't see me, Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Packers 28, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Keelan Cole, 82 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Minshew. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Minshew sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets it down to the 32. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. A give to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers will find Gibson here complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26. Check 15. Check Mike.
To throw again. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Hey, check 20.
The give is to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
50. Hey, you block over here. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Come to my work.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers continue to roll. Good. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Kevin King there defensively.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Get 300.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one caught by Gibson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And he fires one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He completes it right side to White. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd